Recording now.
Alright.
Hello.
We'll just wait a little bit to see if one may not be able to make it.
Oh, Pat made it.
Cool.
So let's give it a couple minutes and see what's going on. If not, I'll just continue on and we can meet with Mr. Sanchez later on this week. How's everything going right now?
Pretty good.
Excellent. How are we doing with the player character?
I haven't really played around with the character since yesterday, but I wasn't paying attention to the jumping thing. Yeah, he still, I want to say he still acts the way he did last week.
With what? The momentum still pushing him aside and everything like that?
Oh, no, like nothing pushes him.
Okay.
It's not the scene I'm standing right now. I don't have everybody's scene like fully together. Since we got this up for some reason, I was missing certain things.
Okay.
So it could be different for everybody else because they all have the recent versions from Her Force, and I didn't get latest since yesterday.
Okay. Patrick, how's it on your end? I'm sorry, Will?
No, I was just gonna comment to what John said. I got latest this morning and there was no updated files.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know anything about the player going on right now because I haven't worked on him. I know.
Who's in charge of the player right now?
That would be Adam, and I think Pat has also done stuff. I know Adam has had the main focus on the player, and I know Kevin has put in some work with the player movement.
Mm-hmm.
That's as much as I know.
I mean, I did hear back through your builds in GSI, and I think even your first milestone, I think it was probably the most stable player character. I know the jump was like extremely short to the ground, but as like moving around and everything like that with the camera, it was pretty solid. I did feel like that was probably the best route.
Of last month or the first month?
Last GSI, like I think your first turn, I think it was. Because you guys have like 2 builds up on Perforce.
Yeah. Because we were having so many issues with it. I know we kept talking about, maybe exporting the build and then putting it into another project and then uploading that to Perforce would fix some of the issues. So we used Pat's build, and that's what Pat did. He put it up on Perforce in another project, and it got rid of all the bugs I had. I just don't know why I was missing certain things like terrain or materials. 1 second. What?
Your mouse work? No. No. It doesn't work. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, what up, guys?
I
Checking if you can hear me.
Yeah, you're good. I can hear you.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. Has anybody been in contact with Adam?
Yeah.
The last I heard from Adam was yesterday when he gave Will the exports of his 2 scenes for us to get working to some form of playability without all his stuff in it.
Could someone relay to him that, give me the status on how he's doing with the player controller after this meeting?
Yes, sir.
Just so I can just see what's going on, functionality-wise. You doesn't have to give me like the nitty-gritty on it. I just want to know the status update on the actual task.
Okay. I'm supposed to be hooking up with him today around 5 o'clock my time.
Mm-hmm.
After he gets off of work, so we could start messing around with his scenes and getting things working together. Just like John said, I don't have everything working. or he has some things working. I don't have everything working on my side either. I'm missing Pat's scene. I have like all of Adam's scene is pink. Adam was like, that's not a big worry, so he's going to help me out with that. We're going to get some of his scripts that are missing on some of his stuff back on there because I didn't want to keep sending him all kinds of pictures, so we're just going to hook up in a chat when he gets home.
Okay.
So I'll definitely relay the message, and then he could jump in with a message with you or whatever from there on in.
All right, that's totally fine.
All right, cool.
I guess we'll just kick this off. If you want to join us, he'll join us. So let me just minimize some of this stuff, and we'll do a live playtest session of your last mission. Got like 1,000 things open.
Yeah, me and John and Adam, when we did all talk, we've all talked at different times, but we've all kind of were thinking that it's not really like set in stone yet, but we were thinking maybe making the tutorial inside of the broken ship, since that's where you get introduced to first.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not too sure. We're waiting to hear from the rest of the team on that. So
yeah, I mean, especially with like level design and stuff like that right now, especially for the state that the player controller is, it's going to be really hard to actually level design, right?
yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Okay, yep.
Now I know Patrick's been working on the teleport, so that should be hopefully fixed by tonight or tomorrow. I'm not too sure. I haven't touched base with him yet. I'm just
What's the explanation behind the teleport? Is that just to replace the grappling hook?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and all those box colliders that you are walking on right now, we want to go ahead and fix all those when we get his scene, so you're not walking in thin air.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's things I'm trying to fix in my scene too. I have box colliders that you're running into and you can't get around part of my scene, which I don't know why. So I'm rebuilding more of my stuff too.
I know you guys like have kill planes like on the sides to avoid the player from actually jumping over.
Yes, sir.
Except for right there. Honestly, you can just put like primitives like right here on the upper platforms up there. And just put a collider right there, so I just can't like go across, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be this invisible kill plane that it's going to seem like it's bugging out, basically.
Okay.
So some really easy fix for something like that. All right.
Yeah, we're trying to make it where it's presentable. So anything you have to say right now, we'll gladly take it.
Okay.
You know, anything good, bad, different, anything, we'll take it. I'm actually in the process of getting rid of those. Me and John both realize that right now you're killing them. They work on your side, but they're not being killed on our side, so we're messing around with that right now.
Okay.
I'm actually rebuilding my whole level, so it's based off the grappling, based off the bubble gun now. So that way you got floors, you shoot the floor and it lifts you up, you know, things like that. You shoot rocks and rocks move out of your way with the bubble gun, so I'm just basing it on that.
I will say that since we don't have that momentum pushing us anymore, it's a lot more manageable than like week 3's tournament.
All right.
Like week 3 is like I was fighting the game to get the correct result that I wanted, right? Okay, so can I make this jump?
You can try using the teleporter gun or hugging the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, because all this was set up for the grappling hook, and we haven't changed it over because it was just going so fast. So we were kind of too many hands were in the cookie jar, but that's what we're all working on right now is trying to make it presentable for that teleport gun.
That's fine. Let me abuse this. Okay. So how do I know what it's going to teleport to with this teleport gun?
That version, I think it's like on a raycast, but the way Pat's setting it up now is you have to be in a collider, and I think you have to be aiming at another collider in order for it to actually teleport you there.
Okay. So when you do implement the reticle, which I assume is a thing, correct?
Yeah. I mentioned that last week. I said there's like no way to tell where you're aiming with the teleporter gun unless you aim. Mm-hmm. So there should be a way to aim even without aiming, like the crosshair.
Sure.
I know Adam has a green crosshairs on his player, as well as his jetpack. So I know we're all kind of got a good player here or a good player there, and everybody's working on their little thing. So that's why I'm trying to hook up with him today to see what we could get together. That way everybody kind of has a working player together. Because what John did with Pat last night, and then when he shot me over, that's what I'm working with. That's how my player's running around right now, which is kind of working for me to build my scene. That's why I'm just setting it all up off the bubble gun. So when the teleport does work, we could just implement a couple things in there so you get introduced to it or you practice it. So
yeah, the only thing that's really going on right now I can see with your character controller is just backwards. Like this is a lot more manageable than last time. So I am pleased that we are going in the right direction with this.
There was something that me and Will found yesterday. We didn't even know what was going on. The projectile wasn't destroying when it was colliding with the enemies, and we didn't realize that was going on for a whole month until I went into the projectile script, because I'm trying to make a kill tracker right now to make objectives for it. And I look at my projectile script and I'm wondering how are they dying? How is anything dying in our game? And Will didn't have an answer until he found the script that the enemy that was on the enemies, and it was just checking if the projectile was hitting them, they were destroying, but there was nothing stopping the projectile from getting destroyed.
Didn't I mention that to you guys a long time ago?
That was with, I think, it firing off into the distance.
Okay, I got to know.
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah. Because I remember me and John were talking about, he's like, all you got to do is turn away from it and it goes away.
Put the timer on it. So I found that out, and I got that fixed. And I added the kill tracker. Hopefully, I haven't had a chance to test it because I haven't had anything like working enemies because I don't have wills, and Adam's scene doesn't have his spiders in it.
Yeah, I'm trying, and that's weird. I'm working with the spiders right now, and every time the mama spider, the boss that we have, runs into us, she makes the weapon stop working. It makes the raycast all stop working, and on the Space Cadet. So that's kind of weird right now. So. Yeah, I'm going to hook up with the team after we get out of this to find out. I haven't even said anything to John until right now, so. So sorry, John.
They fly around. In Adam's ice level, you just like shoot his ice balls, and it was kind of fun when I first ran in there. I'm like, ooh. Like, I didn't know what I was doing at all. Okay, ice balls, we're just going to shoot these.
But yeah, my objective is to redo all those hookable items and make it either bubble where you could shoot them up or down, or you can jump over to them.
No. Alright. Okay. So what are these boxes?
I think David had those set up as checkpoints.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think he was just telling me what the checkpoints were, so... The instructor, you guys as instructors knew where to go.
Yeah, because we were told to leave colors on everything, so that's what we kind of ran with.
Oh, I didn't know that. All my stuff's invisible.
Yeah, mine too, and that's kind of why David was like, "Yeah, you're supposed to leave colors on everything." I'm like, I can't leave colors on borders and stuff, dude. So.
Whoa. All right. So teleporting and jumping is not a good idea.
Yeah, right now it just destroys in one shot, so that's the same thing on my side, so you can't even collect a health item right there. Oh wait, you're already full, never mind.
So you guys have lives?
I think
there's 3 lives and it's the game over. We were going to implement it because it was an easy thing, but then so much stuff happened when we said we were going to do it with all the stuff with Perforce and the whole project getting screwed on week 3 that we were focusing on fixing everything to a playable build. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody kind of was talking about doing it, and we all agreed on doing it. It just never really got done because the cookie broke on us, and we're trying to duct tape it back together right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I had some problems in this one.
Yeah, it's behind you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything until. Thank you, John.
So,
we gotta put more
so
breadcrumbs.
we're actually spawning the character. I mean, we can sum that up like by just placing the character like right over here, and even having that little light source go over there and tell the story. But from what it's saying with Strange Light, I'm going to be automatically attracted to this.
Automatically, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to go to the catacombs that I know of just yet. I'm going to do the journey though.
I think you need to go through this little catacombs down here to get to the tower.
I can bypass it.
Oh, you can't? I know you put like invisible walls up, so you couldn't like.
Oh, he's bypassed it in the last video.
Oh.
Yeah.
He walked around the whole backside, jumped down to another spirit person or the light person.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's bypassed all of it. That's why I told Adam we need breadcrumbs in here, and I keep consisting to everybody. When you think you have enough, message volumes, throw another one in between, because we are designing it. We understand where to go, but him as a player does not. So we need to put more breadcrumbs in there so we could take more out, but it's harder to put more in.
I feel like Adam puts a lot of story in his message volumes instead of like directions.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, what are these? What are these for? Just
I think they're
aesthetic?
to damage the player.
Yeah, and I asked him to make him kill you when you jumped into him, and right now we just bounce off of him. But we're gonna get to that.
I thought he
Everyone's
fixed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Alright, I found my little star friend. Thank you for releasing me from my prison. You must save the others.
And yeah, that's a little confusing too. John
So-
mentioned that to me yesterday, and we were a little
Is
lost on
that
it.
a part of an objective?
We don't know. We're gonna get to him and ask him.
The way Adam has been doing things is like when he makes his levels, he goes all out and he puts story and everything into it. And like I haven't really made objectives for this one because again I didn't know what everybody wanted for their stuff, and I started making objectives, and I only have like 3 for his ice one just based off what I've played.
Mm-hmm. These are checkpoints, correct? Sparks.
I'm not sure. Again, I don't even know why they're in there.
Again, I know it's bad that none of us but Adam and maybe Pat know anything about Adam's level, but
That's why I'm
Yeah,
kind of glad
that's true,
Patrick's
yeah.
here. So when we do get to the next level or whatever, he can start jumping in and saying, "Nah, this is what's wrong with it." Because
No,
I don't really-
Patrick's recording this. He's not going to be able to speak at the moment.
okay, yeah, because that's why I was recording it for him too, so that way he didn't have to have no
That's
worries.
fine.
Cool.
So it's alright. But right now, so what I'm doing is backtracking. And that's not a part of the objective as setting free your friends of the Starlight Kingdom. Oh boy, I think I just got lost in here.
So
So you guys went from like a completely linear to an open world.
when I did this for the playtest, I went towards that particle thingy.
Sparks?
With the checkpoint, yeah. That's where I went, and I went up the tower. Because I'm assuming that's where you're supposed to go.
I lost every time.
Me too. I agree.
Because here's the problem. All this is relatively the same. All these are shooting and not leading the player anywhere, so the player can just be like, well, have I been here before? Have I not been here before?
From what I got the understanding of what they were trying, how they were trying to explain it was, he wanted the level to make the player explore and find their path, but that doesn't seem like the smartest route to go.
I mean, you can. I mean, like I said, you guys went from like a straight linear sort of level design to this open world, and the player's going to get kind of confused on where they actually need to be. Especially if there's like no points of interest, there's nothing that they can go over and pick up. Like it's not like they need to go find the teleport gun or the bubble gun or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what me and John were talking about, is having you get the gun in the broken ship, maybe, so that way
Sure.
you actually have a gun instead of just starting with it.
No, what Adam's doing here with these light beams is totally fine, but it can be refined. He has the right idea, but he just needs to concentrate more on actually leading the player with those light sprites or whatever. Because in that catacomb area, first-time players, I'm tainted. I know what to do. So, like, if I gave this game to someone right now that has never seen it, they're like, where am I going? What am I supposed to be doing? I think, let me see if this is still a bug. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, is that again?
Yeah. Just tap E. Alright, I'm going to play like I'm supposed to. I apologize.
Well, that's cool to know.
Yeah, I didn't know I did that.
The way I go about playing your games is I purposely play it wrong and then I play it correctly, just to see if any weird things happen.
Sounds about right.
Oh man, I'm so glad you can make it up that.
Yeah, last tournament I could not, man. Like I magically did it once, and then the further up I got, it was relatively impossible. This is manageable, but let's not get complacent. We can still work on it, right?
Yes, sir.
Especially for this.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. When
I'm not doing that anymore, by the way.
yeah, when you're up against the wall, it does that. Yeah, I understand.
Did you guys have an issue when climbing the tower with an invisible box?
Yes.
I was telling Fred about it, and he didn't know what I was talking about. And I said I kept falling or dying from the solar wind, and I'm like all the way back down here. And I'm like, there's no other checkpoints. Like there should be. I'm like, that's probably what I'm hitting then. They're not.
Yeah, so it's like right almost at the top. Right?
Yeah, like after all that jumping. I'm like, I think the checkpoints aren't marked as trigger, and I'm hitting a wall that I can't get past unless I use the teleport gun.
Yeah, I think we need to have more message volumes in here to tell you where to go, because I never made it up any of this.
I made it up. This is my first time even playing this level. It's just there's invisible boxes. I'm like, where am I? What's here? This is where it sends you back. It's like this platform jumping.
This right here I have to be extremely careful with.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
I shouldn't be getting stuck on the ledges, by the way.
That's how his ice level is. It was aggravating me.
Alright, yeah.
They also didn't leave a message volume to tell the player to like be aware of the solar wind, if there is solar wind, because I was losing health and I wasn't even like near the spiders.
Oh, really?
Maybe they did.
How do you know when the solar wind's coming?
Exactly. Like, I don't know if they do notify you, but like, I lost health and like I was dying. And I don't know.
Any way to avoid that? Like get a cover? Or?
I know we were talking about making cover around behind walls and like save areas.
Yeah. Definitely needs to be a thing. The player's going to think that you're just purposely designing something to screw the player. If that's the way it's going. This is it. This is where we're at. Okay.
If you use the teleport gun at the pillars, you can get past it. Or that works too.
Snazzy.
That's what I did. And I got higher up and I was dying. Yeah, I made that comment with his ice level. There's like, well, Will said there's a good 5 minutes of just walking. Yeah, there's the other one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fully screwed us. Alright. Oops, teleport.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was dying randomly for some reason.
I did lose some health, from what I've seen.
I think the teleport's awesome. Let's just...
More health right there. I don't know if maybe that's the solar wind or something. But there's something there now that I noticed it.
We need to be aware, too, with the teleport gun that it can be exploited.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why he's doing the colliders. Me and Pat also talked about putting like a cooldown timer on it.
Oh, I better not die.
Yeah. We were also wanted to. Oh, yeah, see the other way down here.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's solar wind. What?
This is crazy.
Yes, sir.
Patrick also to with the cooldown timer, if you want to increase the timer with each use, so like if they use it too much, they're going to be waiting a good bit to use it again.
Okay. Yeah, those are good workarounds for it. That's fine.
Cool.
Why am I losing that much health?
I don't know, but I feel like there should be more health pickups, especially if the level's going to take away your health like that.
Do the bugs drop pickups?
Every time. They should every time. That's why I tried making it where you kill a bug, you get a health pickup, so you kind of have an initiative why to kill them. I think there's solar wind right there you run into or something. I'm not sure.
Looking at it right now, I don't know what to do in it, but it was driving me crazy when I was playtesting.
I mean, something's still
because it's hitting him right now. All the way through here, he's hitting him. And we need to have something telling the player, hey, you're at the solar wind, run faster or hide behind this board or something.
Well, if that's the case, we need a sprint option.
And see, there's no health when you kill them.
Some of them drop them. Is it like on a chance float, like with the like we had to do with Space Invaders?
Exactly the same way I did it. See, and he died right now, and he's just running up the platform. So,
at least another option we could do is like a shield. They have like a little bit extra time if we're going to make them run through it all.
Right.
That's interesting. Like make the shield an objective of this level.
Yeah, to protect from solar damage.
Excuse me.
Together?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Something went wrong, like poorly wrong with my headphones. Alright, how do we get to the ice level?
To the far right. That one, yep.
Sweetness.
Alright. We're pretty.
Yeah, he goes all out and takes that stuff, which
when I
is
first
cool.
play tested it, I'm like, I'm going to pull a gamble and go forward.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can shoot those and they like fly.
Definitely need to dumb that down if that's going to be a feature. Alright, so we definitely need to make sure the player cannot do what I have to do. Yeah. Let me look for the cheap way.
Well, the end of the level is up on a cliff. Like right above you.
Ah. Okay.
And I think he just has those continuously spawning in. But they do kill you, I think, if you touch them.
Just one hit?
Maybe.
Okay.
I only hit one once, and I think it killed me. This was the first thing I noticed when I play tested. It's just like 5 minutes of walking. Almost.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get away from the walk simulator stuff.
Didn't he want like the big ice boulders to drop when you got to that point?
I don't know. They're dropping like in between, like the spawn in that room. So I don't know what he was planning, but like if he doesn't want the ice balls to roll down, we could probably just have like trolls or something in there.
Okay, so looking like it just went to a dead end.
No, go to the right up that.
Ah.
More
It's like more
breadcrumbs.
of a ramp for the actual ice balls.
Yeah, I thought it was like ice that kind of slowed the player down, and I wasn't sliding.
Be careful, especially with your character when you guys are placing these pieces together. He'll get caught on there and you have to jump on it. It's just annoying for the player. Like, is there any reasons for these scenic areas or
Mountains or the side areas for the views?
just going over here? Like,
I think he was just making a really good looking level, and I think he probably got carried away. He goes all out on his levels, like with the ice and everything, which I know we're not supposed to do.
right. Well, I'll say this. I mean, it can look pretty, but that's not a priority, right?
Yeah.
It just has that functionality, work well with your mechanics, that sort of deal. But if you're given the option to go off and walk for another 10 minutes to the left or the right for nothing, I feel like I'm just wasting my time, just walking around and just exploring for no reason. I mean, unless you guys are trying to make, Journey, and just visually tell a story of beautifulness, which I don't think you are.
He has some, like, missed eyes, I guess you could say, so if you go on the wrong ones, you're kind of screwed. And especially when you get to the ice pillar ones, you can see where he has the collider. I'm assuming that's the collider on the ice pillars. When you touch him, it makes the platform vanish. So he wants you to move quickly, but if you do what I did, and I was only able to grab the ledge and then get up, the ice vanished instantly. I didn't have any time to react. The only way I got through is I teleported, like, constantly on the side of the ice till I got to the brick, the ship piece.
Alright, so I need to go this way.
Try going, like, hugging the left mountain.
Over here?
Yeah. And teleport to that one. Oh. It worked. And then you should be able to get on the ice blocks. Just watch out for the colliders, because... Oh. Okay, that worked. Watch out for the colliders, because you will, like, fall. The ice will vanish. And they blend in one another, so it's, like, really hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they vanish when you hit that collider. So it...
Did I do the thing? No, I did not. Alright. Alright, thank God there's, like, no lives in this level yet. Yeah, it's just, like, I feel like I'm just making excuses to use the teleport gun just to cheese these platform areas.
I don't think that was the purpose, to make you...
Yeah, I understand it's not the purpose, but it's like the only way I can figure out the correct way in my eyes to do this.
Well, I got past it too.
Yeah. So, I mean, have you guys been playtesting this with anybody outside of your circle?
No.
Friends, family?
I've been busy with this or busy with work, like trying to get stuff working, so I haven't really asked anyone to playtest it.
I definitely would suggest that you guys ask someone to, like, playtest this, and don't say a word. Just watch how they're playing your game. You can give them, like, the movement controls and, like, hey, 1, 2, 3 shoots. The 1 shoots fire projectile, 2 shoots teleport gun, and 3 is bubble gun. Stuff like that, and just see how they're actually going about this, because I guarantee you they'll go the same way if they can get that far. Because, like, right now, I don't even think I can platform these all the way. Like, there's some unevens. Alright, let's just try not to... Okay, that's way too quick.
Yeah, you just gotta try not to...
Where is the correct way? Like, where after this, over there?
Yeah, you have to just get to that block. I don't know if he has a set path or whatever, because they all vanish. They all have a collider that makes them vanish, pretty much, except for these starting few. That's almost what I did.
Okay. I mean, that's the only way I can see it, like, reasonably done.
Just spamming that teleport.
Yeah, I'm just gambling at this point. Don't press backwards.
If he had, like, every other one set to fall when you hit them, I wouldn't, like, have much of an issue.
Well, how do we do falling platforms? Like, how have you seen it done? Or disappearing platforms? Think like Mega Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a tell sign, right?
Yeah.
Like, the problem I see a lot of the times, especially with this scene, is that we're designing before we're actually analyzing. It's like I know of this, but I'm just gonna start designing this right away. And that is not the case. We need to reference something and then improve upon it, right? Because right now, like I see that you do have elements from other games, but you're not thinking it all the way through. You're not referencing anything. You're just like, I had a general idea of gameplay that I played it like 3 years ago. It's very hard to find player direction in your levels, your later levels. Because your first two are like pretty simple. It's like it's linear, you just go straight forward, do the things, get the parts, and then you're on your way, right?
Yeah.
This level over here has got like, okay, yeah, definitely one hit kills on this. Like I was saying. Get this out of the way. Alright, so let's see. I'm going. Can I cheese this?
I have no clue. I didn't even try to cheese it. I was just trying to play through it. He might have nothing but kill zones down there.
Try to find that area. Alright, so like over here. I can make it right. Get stuck in the elm tree. I'm not against this one because it gives you the overview of what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it again.
No,
Yeah, you're not muted.
No.
What are we working on this week?
I know I've been trying to get the kill count going and getting my side working. I'm pretty much good. I have no issues compared to like I know Pat had issues. I don't know if Kevin has any errors.
Oh man, mine doesn't even work anymore.
Yeah. I have no errors, and from what all I can understand, and from what I've been told by Pat or whoever, is I don't know if it's the metas. I understand the metas are needed, but I don't have the metas, and I have no errors at all. Other than like what I had prior. So I don't know if that's the reason, but I have no errors compared to everybody else. So I know my build's pretty good. I know Will's is pretty good, but I don't know if he's going to get the same errors as everybody else because he put the metas in.
Are we all going to be available tonight to work together, like over a Skype call?
I will be available. I am off the rest of the day. As long as I don't get dragged out of the house to go do something, I'm free.
Me too.
What time tonight?
Just whatever works best for everybody. Like, I would love for you guys to all get into a call together and work simultaneously on something.
Well, I have to be at work tomorrow at 4 a.m., so I'm probably going to be asleep by 6 or 7, just so I can get up.
Okay. Will?
I'm available all day. Yes, sir. I'm available. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You got the week off, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Let's do that. And let's whenever Adam comes back around. Again, I'm not harping on Adam and his level design. But when you lead the player, eliminate all these long walking paths. These ice falling platforms need to be longer, have some sort of tell sign that it's going to vanish. And I'd actually probably like to see more of those balls. Really
yeah, it would add more player interaction in his level.
Yeah.
They're just there, and there's just a lot of walking.
Yeah, because I mean, it would make sense, especially if my player had sprint, to actually just run and dodge away from these things, and even just like not even have the projectile shoot away, because right now that's all I'd be doing. Just spamming it. So
I don't know if it's in the build, but he has a troll standing somewhere.
Like an enemy?
Yeah, well, there's nothing like programmed in this version for like aggro or attacks, but he's like standing somewhere.
It's inside my folder, underneath player. It's our golem. Yeah, it's called the frost troll that we're going to use. But it's
I think I saw something in Discord about that.
Yeah, it's named Golem.
Okay. So let's do that. The first level would be perfect for introducing the player to all the firing and everything like that, with bubble gun, teleport gun, fire projectile, movement, jumping.
So the first level,
perfect.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but the first level would be
The volcano.
Yes.
Okay, that's our first level, because when we start the game, we start in the broken ship. So.
Yeah. You know what I mean. Where the broken ship is. That's perfect for the tutorial. It's short to the point. Gets the player used to things.
We were gonna get rid of the room with Zeke, the upgrade room, and repurpose that to like a shooting range for the projectile. And maybe throw the elevator in, but we really only use the elevator once.
Yeah.
When it goes into the ship.
That's a real low priority. Well, like I said, player controller, a priority.
Yeah.
The biggest priority. It's going in the right direction. I can move and do the things, but we still need to improve upon it, especially with like going backwards and stuff like that. We need more. Let's go ahead.
Well, I made some controls that fix most of that, because the ones they're using, it has like, I think Patrick had said that there's like 4 scripts that need to work together, and that's why the movement is all messed up.
The way that there's like 4 different scripts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I made some scripts to replace all that, and basically you gotta play with it a little bit and to get the camera just right, but there's the raycaster and shooting the projectiles, and it like flies backwards, and there's some other reason why he said he couldn't put it in the final build. I don't really remember. I think it should be in the Unity. I can't remember though.
Well, Kevin, could you do me a favor and get with whoever's working with Adam, who's working on the player controller, and double team that with him whenever he gets a chance. I need you two to like do a Skype call together so we can actually have this worked out.
Okay.
So we can improve upon it. All right. Other things, the solar wind level definitely need to have some sort of cover, some sort of visual indicator besides me losing health. that a solar wind's coming, a pop-up or something, take cover, show the player the cover, that sort of deal. And also, like, your shooting mechanics of your different guns need to be showcased throughout those levels, right? IPM, right?
Yeah.
And introduce Practice Master, right? And you guys are going to be walking away with 4 levels, right?
I'm working on a nice level that Lebo said I'm allowed to reuse from level design. I just have to rework it so it's not like an exact copy. But I'm putting that on hold to focus on everything else.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be pushing hard this month for all these things, and it's gonna continue over into your final month because we just have missed that much time to actually get this player controller like on point. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but if it feels good and there's fun coming out of the game by using the actual movement of the player, jumping feels good, all that stuff. You can even have like moving platforms that are timed well for the player, especially if they're at a good pace. It will be good. It will be good, but we just have to push for this. Like everybody needs to be on board 100%. All right. But like I said, I'm happy with where we have came from last turn-in, week 3 turn-in.
Since we have to make 2 more menu options, would we get rid of the ability to access all the levels in the ship? Because one of the menu options is like a level select.
I just wanted that for the moment because like beforehand there was like no debug for me. You can still do like the level select and everything like have that on the main menu.
Well, that's what I think one of the documents said for this class was we need to have a credits menu option and a level select. So I just want to clarify so I know if I have to get rid of them or get rid of them and have what we originally planned and have the buttons pop up after each planet, or keep them all in there just for the purpose of testing.
You could keep it. Actually, I probably need to talk to Juan on this one, so I don't just step on toes. Do whatever the requirements are expect you out of the class, alright?
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Alright.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, let the others know about this recorded video. They can read it, or not read it, watch it. Yeah. And we could do a soft check-in on Saturday through Discord. It's going to pop in, see what's going on, make sure that we're all getting ready to go code freeze. And if not, that we're going to have a backup build and we're not going to be pushing ourselves to the crazy hours of Sunday.
Yeah. Pat, what if you give me a list of questions to give you? You never gave them to me. But I want to know, is it safe to get latest from Perforce? Because of those meta files is the only reason I haven't gotten latest.
You should be able to, yeah.
Because those are all from the other project, the first one from last time.
Well, actually,
I'm not trying to like single anyone out or anything.
No, all those meta files were inside the Capstone folder. When I went to my workspace, it said everything that me and you were just complaining about, my terrain and David's terrain and all that stuff. It was right there. It just wasn't added. So
that's weird because that's like local space stuff, and I don't have the meta for the script I made yesterday for the kill count, and none of those meta files were there when I got latest when Patrick uploaded it the day prior. So
what is Pat going to be around again?
I know he's at work. I don't know what time he's at work till.
Okay. Let me reach out to Patrick.
Alright.
Anything else?
None for me.
Alright. Sounds good. I will talk to you guys Saturday. Sometime in the afternoon.
So you don't want to have one later on today, or you just want to wait till Saturday?
I mean, well, we still have to set something up with your instructor as well. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay. I will get with Vaughn as well. Did you need to meet me later today, Will?
No, I just thought that you said you wanted us all to see if we were around later on today so we could meet.
Oh yeah, no, that's for you guys. That's for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, work together with voice communication. Right?
Yes, sir.
Thing I've been harping on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've reached out to every person on the team personally to so we can all keep communications open. So
yeah, please. Like that is a standard that should be met every time. So we don't have any like confusion or crazy stuff happening, and we don't have to do 1,000 screenshots. Right.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So we'll talk to you later. I'll let you know what we can do with your instructor and a little personal one-on-one meeting. All right.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Well, I know that we're still on here, so I'm just gonna keep it recording so that way the team could hear whatever we talk about. You know.
Yeah. So, what time should we try to get everybody on?
I know that it's 1:30 right now my time. So in about 2.5 hours, Adam should. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. 1:22 p.m. my time. So basically, in like 2.5 hours, Adam should be available because he gets off at work. So I was gonna hit him up and use him for about an hour so I could get everything working on my side from his ice scenes and everything like that. And then pretty much, if he's still available, dude, honestly, we could all jump into a chat together. I'm hoping because I know Tavon will be around for at least an hour or so after that, and so we could at least try to get something going. Because I know me and you are going to pull a couple hours to get something done like we did last night. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, dude, I'm glad to hear that he said that the player wasn't in a complete, throw it out and rebuild it. So that's really good. Oh my God, That's really good. But yeah, I don't know. The only thing I'm glad he didn't say anything about, and I didn't want to say anything about, but is... Yeah, when you go to move the mouse around and you go to shoot, when you try to shoot down at the ground, it shoots behind you, straight up and behind you and stuff. So that's the only thing I didn't say anything about, but I was hoping we could try to get that one fixed. But, yeah, I wasn't trying to make us look too bad, dude.
No, you're good.
I mean, at this point, dude, I want to pass this class, dude.
Oh, I understand.
I mean...
Right?
That's all. I'll work as many hours as I have to try to help us out, dude. I don't care. I want to help pass this class. This hurts all of us, not just one of us. So that's why I'm like, dude, Adam, you get here and show me all your pink crap and get all your pink crap off my level. He's like, oh, that's not gonna take any time. I'm like, dude, for you it doesn't take any time because you know what you put your textures on. But for me, I'm like, I just look at pink blob. And then yeah, I got a couple of things to ask you or shoot some screenshots over to you in a few minutes about what scripts we put on for inside of your broken ship when you run up to the planets.
What do you mean? It's only one script.
Oh, it's only one script? Yeah, because...
level script.
Here, did I just share my screen? If you could see it, let me show...
I can see it.
If, file, save scene. So I have my stuff checked out. I gotta save it real quick. And then let's go up to John's. Scene, Pat's ship. So right now when I go on to like just say mine or say Pat's, whatever, it's missing the same scripts. Well, actually, no, his isn't missing the script. That's cool.
But
yeah,
it's literally just one script on each button, and the collider should be big enough for the player to walk into.
Okay, cool.
I think the way they were telling me in the Media Lab is it has to be a on-trigger stay to work properly.
Okay. Epic. Yeah, I wasn't trying to... I just... Because if you see my screen, it says right here it's missing a script underneath Adam's and missing a script underneath mine. And I was like, oh, all right, I gotta send him pictures, but now I don't have to. I can just take them off. So that works for me. And then my other stupid question was, where's my?
Oh, I know what script you're talking about. I know what script you're talking about. You had your on your button. I don't know why it was on there, but your button had your Lava River script on it, and I think Adams might have had something extra on it that wasn't supposed to be on it.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about now.
Okay, cool. At least, all right, cool. Because I thought I was lost. I was like, man. All right. Well, either way, my next stupid question for you is, we got all the planets in here. Boom, boom, boom. I can't go to Patrick's because I don't have his scene right now, which we could fix that later. I could go to this one, but I can't go to Adams because I don't have his scene made, obviously. And then my next stupid question was, do you have the ice?
I don't know why the button wasn't there. This is. Oh no! I just know what happened. So I had an export of my ship when I got this build.
Okay.
In the capstone folder. My ship was like everybody else's, so I just used my export and I got everything back. My export didn't have the button that he put on there, so I didn't have the Ice Planet button.
Okay, cool. So I'm not missing anything. I'm just waiting for us to get it then. Okay. I thought I was missing it inside here because all I did was get latest from the capstone, and this is what I've gotten. I haven't added. I think you have it's either silver or gray you're using on here. I'm not too sure. I know Adam's using
black. It's like the computers are black and then the screens are blue.
Yeah, the windows out here are yeah.
It's like a blue too.
So yeah, I just wasn't gonna mess.
Like that. Is it all like a text file now for you?
Nothing. I don't have any text files. That's what I'm saying. I had text files inside of Patrick's stuff. Like if you look down here, all his scenes, I have nothing for his scenes. And if you go, I got rid of the old player because the old player was all text files, which was weird. No one was touching the old player. And then if you go into his prefabs, I've lost more than half of his prefabs because they were all text files. I lost, and his volcano, all his volcano is completely gone. It was all text files. Boom, 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 all in between.
I went to my materials because that's a missing material. It's pink because of missing material.
Okay.
My materials are all there, so I don't know what's up.
So again, it like you guys been saying, it's just Perforce, but I'm not worried about adding textures on anything until we all get together. So I'm not too worried about it because if you get texture, huh?
As long as the game's working.
Exactly. Just like he just said. And if you get texture, you check your stuff out and you fix your textures and you check it back in, you're going to have it fixed. There's no reason for 2 or 3 hands to be in a cookie jar trying to fix it. So that's why I'm just leaving your stuff alone and I'm just literally working on just mine and David's stuff, dude. I'm not touching anybody else's stuff until I've got most of the bugs out of mine and David's. So I'm just trying to get the spider to work properly, dude. And Adam said he's going to help me with that when I talk to him. So that's kind of why I'm bugging for an hour to get that working properly. And then after that, I figured we could mostly start working on his stuff. And then if we all decide to put the tutorial inside your broken ship, we could start doing that too. So, but that has to be unanimous. Because I feel that Patrick is more of a level, which is cool because his level starts the ship to fall and we know where the ship's at. It's not really a tutorial, you know? So
If we combine your guys' levels like you want, the thing is, if we get his animation working, that means you have to have the animation running through your level, and then it has to run through whatever you're leaving of David's level. So we gotta factor in that.
Yeah, I've been thinking that too. That's a lot too. So it's totally. That's why I'm saying it's up to the team. I mean, honestly, it's pretty much up to everybody. So I know we haven't even started the animations on the ship yet. So that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be too hard, but it's gonna be a little bit. So when a person runs into the box collider and it triggers the ship to start falling. And the thing is, and what's so cool is we really don't have to have it go into every scene, because if the ship got to the bottom of the volcano before we did, then that ship's gone. So it's just oh, there's another river, it must have went down this way. Oh, there's another pond, it must have went down this way. You know, kind of like, oh, it's there, but it's not there. You know, kind of thing. So we just have to make it get to the bottom of his volcano and go up underneath his terrain right there where his little cave is and disappear and just make it disappear. Because once we're not gonna get down that volcano that fast. I'm sorry, but you might see, because I'm not trying to be mean, but by the time we get all the way around to his first platform, that thing should be at the bottom of the volcano. We should be able to look down and see it going into that little cave, and then it just got destroyed. We don't have to worry about the ship no more. And then once he got to the bottom of the cave, you just go through that little cave, and you're like, oh, this thing went down here. Oh, it went down the waterfall. I'm going to jump down this little waterfall cave, and it went this way, but you know what I'm saying? And you don't really actually see it. You just assume that it went that way because the river goes that way. But I totally get with if you guys want to put it in every scene. But you're building the last ice level, right?
I'm slowly working on it. Again, I'm more focused on everything else working than throwing in another level that might not work.
Because I'm thinking that instead of having like all of his ship that's in Volcano Land, have it his whole complete ship. We just have like, you know, half the ship where the cockpit's gone, and like you got a wing or two wings on here or something like that. Because we're in the cockpit. I mean, your broken ship is our cockpit, so we can't have that floating down the volcano and say we're going back into it, you know? So we got to take that part out of it. But what I'm trying to get to is we could put, in your ice level at the very end of it, we could put like two wings or something at the end of your level, so that way you collect them, and it's like, oh, I finally got everything, or something like that.
Have you like seen my ice level though?
Yeah, if I go to your scene, this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got it right now.
Okay, that's with the building. That's not like a terrain or a cave.
Well, I figured you go inside here. That's what I figured, is you would go inside this thing. So
I can show you what it looks like when I'm done updating.
Again, I know you're gonna take care of it. I'm not worried about it, boss. Again, I know you're gonna take care of it. So
it'd be kind of weird. Because what I was doing was you get the warp drive from there because it's kind of like a bunker. So
okay, cool.
There could be like a wing or something in there. I was just thinking like an old bunker that trolls have gotten into or something.
Yeah, because
that's like the last level of the ice level.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because dude,
that's the way I was saying it.
Yeah, that's how I see it too now. Because that would work perfect. Because I'm doing the same thing you just said. I'm just basically taking if I zoom out a little bit more, I'm taking the spider and making the spider inside here. So that way you move a couple walls of Tavon's walls, and there's a little ship piece back here. So yeah, I kind of agree, because you're just gonna go search for it and then that's it. The only thing, I'm glad he didn't answer or mention this. When you go and collect my first ship piece, it doesn't like there's nothing that tells you, hey, we just collected a ship piece, you know. So should we try to do that?
I mean, we could, but again, we're not really using the inventory for anything other than objectives.
Okay.
The way I thought we were doing was each ship piece would transfer you to a new scene.
Which is fine. I'll take this ship piece out, and we'll just keep David's then.
Yeah, like we could like keep it in there so, you know, they have to collect more than one. And we could say that, we just needed to destroy on pickup, or destroy on collision.
Yeah, that's how they kind of go on right now. I just, I noticed when he picked it up and he kept going into David's scene, he didn't say it, so I didn't mention it either. I just noticed that there was...
noticed what it was.
Okay.
It was just a red square just sitting there. He probably didn't know it was a ship piece, maybe?
Well, that's what he just said, that he's already been mundaned or whatever to our level, so he already knows. So when we first built each one of our scene, that was the end of my ship piece when it said go collect the ship piece on the message volume.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Pat hooked up all my message volumes in there, so that's why I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't. I think it might have been when we did our message volumes, it was still on the old plateau because I did the new scene. That's probably why. But yeah, there should be. I'll move the message volume around so that way it's on top of there saying, "Hey, you just collected a ship piece. Go find the other one," you know, or something.
Yeah, that would work.
instead of us trying to count it. I'm not trying to add more code and more work to us. So if we could cheat some things like Adam says, let's cheat it.
I mean, again, we're not showing the inventory. There is no point to the inventory anymore. So it would just be just a simple destroy on collision code.
Yeah,
like,
and,
not even 3 lines.
Yeah, and Pat already has that. So he has a lowercase destroy code and a higher case destroy code. So they're both being used. So that's what I used on top of because when we said about the extra life, if you go up underneath here, this little ship thing over here.
Your little platform below where the jumping was?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's how he did that. He just used the destroy script on top of here, that little script right there, and that's how we destroy it. Where the player runs into it.
Oh, is it only like a one-time reset?
Yeah, it's just a one-time you collect it because like you said to the teacher that we were gonna add lives in here and stuff like that. That's why we added that, because we were gonna have an extra life in here, so that way there was more interaction. So when Pat added the lives, and you lost a life, this would respawn to the life. But he said just make it destroy for right now, and that's kind of why he put the script on there for, just so that way when you ran into it, it was gone.
I thought it was like a teleporter to get you up there again.
Yeah, dude, when I first did it, it was just a platform, and I said extra life, and I lost those points on that. So that's why Pat's like, no, I'll do it this way. So that's why we did it this way. And we haven't altered it since we haven't added the lives yet. So it's just kicking it up underneath there right now. But yeah, dude, I got a whole cave. So if you look, I've got caves, and I'm using all of Tavon's. I'm basically designing my whole scene off of Tavon's weapon. So you shoot floors, and the floor lifts you up to this part. Stupid things. So that way it implements the level. But yeah, I'll get this up on YouTube, and I'll put it in the Google chat for everybody, or the Google Drive.
You should be able to pop it up in Discord. Oh shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the link. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yes, sir.
Yo, I got all those metas, and my fucking everything went pink.
Yeah, mine didn't go pink. It's just the way I was told is that the meta files you have to check when you go to check something out. You check your folder out and the meta file, and now you actually checked everything out. It's because the meta file's checked out. So that's how I was told. And that wasn't from our professor. That was from another professor in the last class, or a couple classes back with Dax. So that's how I've been taught and told. So when I went into my workspace, dude, I literally just went into my workspace, and I went over here, and when I went up to my folder, like I'm in our capstone right now. All this stuff, every one of these meta files were not added. Every one of these meta files were not added. And I'm like,
they literally weren't there on the 30th. When Pat put this up, there were no meta files in here.
Yeah, and that's what tripped me out, is because when I went to my side, there was meta files.
No, I meant there was no meta files in the workspace.
Huh.
Because I got latest, because obviously they're not going to be in your workspace when you first see it, because it's not on your computer. And you get latest, there shouldn't be a 0 meta in your workspace because you didn't do anything to the file.
Exactly. So and what trips me out is I wasn't even the one that submitted the folder. I mean, yeah, the capstone folder. So I don't know why it was on my workspace side. It should have been on Patrick's side for him to submit it, right?
That would make sense.
Because it would be on his workspace side since he submitted it. I didn't submit it, so I don't know why it would be on mine. That's where I'm confused at. So, I don't know. Perforce, yeah, like you guys have been saying, it's messing with us. So, I'm glad we got a new build in here. And honestly, dude, I only have maybe like 20 text files, and they were inside of our team folder. So that way, there was a space cadet inside here that was not working, and some prefabs that were not in here that were text files. So I just deleted them. I haven't got force revision or anything like that. So if you look inside of Patrick's or the team folder, that's the only 2 areas I found text files in, just to let you know, sir. So that way, everybody kind of, when I throw this up, everybody kind of knows where they were at. I went through everything to make sure, before I said anything to anyone, I made sure that there was no more text files and anything else before I wrote on Discord letting the team know. Because I didn't, like you said, I didn't want to point fingers either. So I just wanted to find out, and I deleted them out, and I haven't had no problems. And when we were on the meeting with the teacher, I told you I got latest, and it never updated those files back to my computer. So, and I didn't get forced revision. So I'm just waiting for all you guys to check your stuff back in or do what you want so I could get latest from that.
Well, my stuff all should be in. I'm just lucky I made a backup because I'm not dealing with all this pink and all whatever errors I got.
Right?
I need 2 no reference for build slave. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. I've had slave in there too. I know what you're talking about. It's gonna say int, comma 32 or something like that in the parentheses.
Those are the errors I have. I don't know if they're game breaking or what. But I got a backup. I'll still check out the meta files, but I got a backup on these.
Right, and see that's how I got all my textures in last night. Remember, was off my backup. So if you just take your backup and get all your textures and everything back on your stuff and submit it, because that's all I did was went and that's exactly how I found out about it, bro. Is you went to work or you left, and I went over to my stuff to check my stuff out, checked out the wheel folder, and I was like, dude, there should be a meta file. So when I went into my workspace, that's where they were all at. So I added my stuff, and I'm like, oh, hey, dude. So I checked my stuff out, and so that's why I went back in there for like 2 hours, bro. I was literally going that one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, just adding each one of just the meta files. And then I found out you could collect the whole thing. You know, you could collect every single one of them and right-click, mark for add, and it would only take just the meta files in between. It wouldn't touch our other folders that we had. So
well, that whole meta file thing still doesn't make sense because I made a new script yesterday. You were on chat with me.
Yeah,
I have a meta file for that script. There is no meta file in my workspace.
Yeah,
for that script.
And remember, I made new textures and everything when I went over to David's scene and I was going back and forth, and it made new textures and everything for me too. And the meta files aren't over there. It took these meta files that I submitted it instead. So I don't really know what's going on with Perforce.
Yeah, like I could even go into my workspace and I could find that script and there's no meta for that script.
So it is Perforce. I mean, I totally concur with all you guys. It is Perforce. We just have to figure out how to adapt to it and beat it. Because this is like the last month we got to beat it, bro.
But I feel like we're in a really good spot.
Yeah, so do I.
We could probably get a lot done tonight if we all jump. If we do what Zidon wants us to do and jump in the fall.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm literally just gonna hang out for Adam, and when Adam gets around, I'm gonna jump in the chat with him, and then I'm gonna just literally try to figure out what I can, get everything I can done, because I'm literally running off the player that you gave me. So
that's what Pat gave me too. So.
And see, this trips me out. Look at the spider. The spider works, right? He'll run around, and all of a sudden he disappears. So
I like how they jump and it's like they fly. So like you'll be walking away from them and then like jump and they come out of nowhere like Spider-Man. What the hell?
Yeah, I gotta get rid of that little part. That little part fucking aggravates me. But yeah, I have a couple little things that he moves a little too slow for me. But yeah, I got game over.
All that lava texture. It still trips me out, dude. Like, I don't know what's gonna damage me and what's not.
Well, I was trying to show you that little block inside there, that little rock inside here. You're gonna shoot this little rock with Tavon's bubble gun to get inside the cave. If I could fucking zoom back, come on, William, hurry up.
Click an object that's in there, and you can automatically zoom into that object. That's how I usually do it.
This little thing right here.
Yeah.
I've already got his script on there and everything, so you're going to shoot this rock, and the rock's going to go up, and there's going to be some spiders behind here, and you're going to go over to this little platform, you're going to shoot it with your bubble gun, it's going to lift you up over there, and then you're going to make your way up. I'm going to get rid of all the hookable items in here, so that way it's pretty much going to be built off the bubble gun, so that way you just shoot spiders with your gun, you know, so.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to go about it using the bubble gun instead of what me and Pat did, because I think we still had the grappling hook at the time. We had to throw something in there to just make it easier to climb up that ledge.
Yep.
We threw like falling rocks. Like if we didn't, we probably would have lost points. He really couldn't get up that ledge.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm glad we got rid of the grappling hook. I mean, I personally wish we would have just stayed in third person, you know, or first person, whatever, instead of being in third person and going back and forth in between, because that's a lot. It's a lot.
If we weren't trying to make a platformer, I think it would have been fine, but since we were making what feels like a platformer, we couldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
It would have been very hard to do it with first person.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. All right, well, let me get this up for the rest of the team, and I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes or so.
I'm probably going to go for something to eat. I haven't eaten really anything edible other than fucking candy since I got out of work.
Oh, well, yeah, you're about to crash, so you need some kind of food.
I ain't going to crash, but I need something. I want the Taco Bell after work.
Oh, that sounds good.
They do.
All right, man, I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm gonna let this thing load up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll probably dip out of the call while I do shit.
All right, man. Late. I'm going to dip out of the call right now, too, so that way I can stop the recording and everything like that. So I'm just letting you know.
All right.
Okay. All right, bye. Stop recording.